A long time ago, the Yoshis embarked on an adventure to rescue baby Luigi from the clutches of Kamek, the villainous Magic Koopa. They battled villains large and small on their quest. Thanks to Yoshi's bravery, baby Mario, baby Luigi, and the entire island were saved from danger. Once again? Are you serious? Are you? Yoshi's Island DS is disappointing. Me and Yoshi's Island DS have a rich history together, as this game was my introduction to the DS, and as a kid I thought this game was honestly pretty good. I spent hours trying to beat Yoshi's Island DS, but I never could. In the back of my head, I've always wanted to pick the game back up, and so I did for a stream on my channel, and how did it go? Okay, I think I'm done respectfully.
Alright, make it a series now.
No. But yeah, final thoughts on Yoshi's Island DS. Not as fun as I remember it, unfortunately. Will we play it again? Maybe on a torture stream. Yeah, it went nowhere. I was disappointed by the end of the stream because the game I thought was a classic ended up not holding up to the standard I had given it. Was I just blinded by nostalgia? Short answer, yes. Join me, Daniel Unlimited, as we analyze why Yoshi's Island DS is disappointing. Yoshi's Island DS is a sequel to the actual classic SNES Yoshi's Island. Most Yoshi Island games are remakes of the SNES version, but having a twist to it like Wool or Handicraft, or not trying at all and putting new in the title. Despite this being a sequel, this almost feels too similar to the original Yoshi's Island. As a kid, I thought this was the original Yoshi's Island until I found out it wasn't, and I was shocked. Everything about Yoshi's Island DS, from its story, music, level design, enemies, and mechanics, are all too similar to Yoshi's Island on the SNES, except it's just worse. The story for Yoshi's Island DS is just baby Luigi being captured again, except it's not just baby Luigi this time, but all babies from around the world. Kamek's goal is to capture every baby in hopes that they're a star child who possess amazing powers. I mean, okay, I guess. To think though, okay, just put this into perspective. To think, capturing all of those babies from around the world, we just happen to magically find 6 out of the 7 star children. Just wow, like Kamek even finding 1 is ridiculous, but us finding 6 is crazy. The story just kind of sucks here, but I will say that the final boss fight with Bowser is it's just hilarious. What do you mean he's traveled from the future to fight baby versions of his enemies to obtain their power? Like, what? Do they just lose their star power once they grow up? How does Bowser even time travel? It's never explained how he does this. Like it's so weird. In New Island, they just don't even care and say he's warped through space and time. Like, what? How? Why? Where? I mean, okay. Even Bowser's final boss theme isn't good. Like, just listen to this. In comparison to the first Yoshi's Island game having an amazing final boss theme, it makes DS's theme look like complete garbage. Most of the soundtrack is nothing amazing, but it's still okay for a Yoshi's Island game. Definitely way better than whatever this is. Unfortunately for me at least, this game feels like a hollowed version of the original. The castle music hurts to listen to, as well as Yoshi's Island had it much better. Things don't seem to feel as magical as the previous game does, and that goes for level design too. They added a huge mechanic with babies being involved, creating a strategy we'll call piggyback. Each baby has their unique ability, and you have to use the right one for each level in order to proceed in the game. Sounds cool, right? Well, unfortunately, it has one major flaw / nitpick for me. Firstly, you have to go to the stork sign every time to switch babies. This is because you can only use one baby at a time, which is fair, but I don't really like backtracking in video games unless it's for like a major part of a story. With Yoshi's Island, it's just a mechanic that they could have done via a menu option. Mario and baby Bowser don't even feel fully fleshed out in comparison to the other babies, and I wouldn't even be surprised if either were a late addition to the game. The part that I hate about this mechanic is that it was never improved on. This is the only Yoshi's Island game where you can use the other babies, with the rest just being Baby Mario for all the games. Cool, I guess. That's a little frustrating considering they could have done so much more with this mechanic. Other than that, the level design is just SNES Yoshi's Island, but reused as the worst version for the DS. If only they could have added more new and different things, and I feel like the game would have, felt more, I guess, less hollow. I get what they were trying to do here, so I at least applaud the developers for trying here. One positive thing I have to say about the bosses is that, they're pretty cool. Not as great as the SNES version, obviously, but they're still pretty cool. Most of them are memorable, and I was able to recognize them years after, so cool. Unfortunately, despite loving Yoshi's Island as a series, I find Yoshi's Island DS to be the second worst game in the series. Unlike other titles, its style and many other attributes are too similar to the SNES version. For it being a sequel, other than the piggyback mechanic, nothing else new was just brought to the table at all. Because of this, the game just feels like it's in the shadow of the classic Yoshi's Island. I personally felt levels were dragged on for far too long sometimes, and this resulted in nothing but boredom and disappointment for me. Because of this, Yoshi's Island DS gets a solid 5 out of 10 ranking for me. While I can see the potential of what the developers are going for, the game felt rather limited. I don't know, maybe I'll enjoy the game more if I play it, but that's how my ranking is for now.